Hey everyone, welcome back, and hello to you new people too. Today I'm doing a all-one brand tutorial with the brand Gallany, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. I've already applied my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to take the color Dawn, which is this top shade up here, with my Moondust brush. And I'm putting this on the lid, just basically brushing it on. So I'm going to take the color here, Smoke, with the detailed smudger brush. And this is going to go along my lower lid. About 3/4 of the way in. You can go in further if you want, but that's about as far as I want to go in with this color. And then I'm gonna take it and sort of go out towards the tail of my brow. Not all the way, but maybe halfway, because I'm gonna continue to blend it that way. And while looking into the mirror with my eyes open to try to accommodate for my hood, I'm going to basically go up onto the hood of my eye to fake a crease. And the shade Smoke is really, really nice. And I guess I'm going about most of the way in, maybe like 3/4 of the way in. So I was watching a really great video today by BEAUTYWITHEMILYFOX. I think I'll put a link to that video in my description box so you can check it out. But she had a very heartfelt video, and I'd seen her videos occasionally, and I agreed with everything she had to say, really. So I shared her video on social media, on Twitter, and like I said, I'm gonna put a link here so you can check it out. But it was really refreshing to see somebody be so genuine and honest and heartfelt about some of the stresses that you go through in life, and you know, as a blogger or YouTuber, like some of the pressures that people put on you. It also made me want to point out the fact that for those of you who hate ads, there are two things that you can do. One, you can get a YouTube Red subscription so you never have to see ads again. I think that's actually wonderful. That's actually what my partner Dave does because he hates ads. The other thing you can do, at least as far as I'm concerned, is I have a Phyrra app. You can download it for your Android phone or your iPhone or iPad or your tablet device or whatever, but it's completely ad-free. I pay 30 bucks a month to have an ad-free version of my site for people who hate ads. So yes, there are ads on my site, but you can also get around it through those two methods. But I need that because that helps me pay for my server costs and everything. So that's why I run ads, to help me pay for my blog. So anyway, I could totally relate to her video. It was very real, very honest, and I really appreciated having somebody else voice some of the same things that I feel. So now I'm gonna take the eyeshadow contour brush and do some blending. And I'm basically just blending back and forth sort of in windshield wiper motions, trying to soften the edges of the line that I created for my fake crease. And I'm switching to my tapered blending brush for blending. And I'm blending under the eyes, just back and forth in a very soft windshield wiper motion. Trying not to get my lashes. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really just trying to blend very softly to move the colors around and diffuse it. I'm going to take the Sigma E36 and go back with the soft color Smoke to just deposit more color here. And I'm very, very softly, I hope you can see how softly I'm doing this. I'm just applying more color onto the hood of my eye. And this is a very soft bristle brush to begin with. I'm just trying to make it so that there's no hard edge. And if you don't have hooded eyes, you can just do this in your crease, and you're so lucky because I swear hooded eyes are pretty much hard mode for eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm gonna go back with the tapered blending brush from Urban Decay, and I'm just really trying to soften the edges. I'm gonna take the color Plumwood with the Urban Decay angled liner brush, and basically I'm drawing a sideways V just at the outer corner to help add some definition. And part of the V is like at the outer upper lash line. I guess maybe it's more of a C, but because I have extreme hoods. But can you kind of see the shape there? And then I'm gonna blend that out. Taking my taper blending brush, and I'm kind of blending in really tiny little circles. And this is kind of just left and right. And this is kind of circles. I really love how easy these colors blend together. This is one of the nice things about using a pre-made quad. Like, these colors seem to just blend out real easily. So can you tell how this side has a little more definition now because I did that little V or C shape, whatever you want to call it. I feel like my eyes are slightly downturned too, especially at the outer corners, but I think this eyeshadow shape really works well to flatter them. All right, I'm gonna go back with the Urban Decay large blending brush to just sort of soften this a tiny little bit more. And I'm going very, very softly in a windshield wiper motion back and forth. I hope you can see how soft that is. All right, I'm gonna take the dark color Plumwood with the tight line brush. And I'm just kind of brushing along the roots of my lower lashes to add some definition to my eyes. And I'm sort of doing it at the outer upper lash line too. I don't want to have too much because I don't have a lot of lid space. Okay, I'm switching to the Sigma E6 brush, which is like this really tiny winged eyeliner brush. And I like it for trying to just barely line at the upper lash line. Like, to add like a very thin line. And try not to poke yourself in the eye like I just did. Jesus. I'm trying to stay in the camera's, oh great, field of view. Well, now that I've, poked some shadow up there that shouldn't be there, I'm gonna take the Moon Dust brush and go back with Luster, which is the silvery taupe color, and see if I can fix that on my lid. Yeah, okay. And I've had very little fallout with these eyeshadows. I don't know if you can see, but I have a couple tiny little dots, and it was really only from me using this and like smacking into my lashes, so total user error. But I'm not a makeup artist. I'm gonna go back with a detailed smudger and smoke and go at my lower lid again, and this time I'm gonna go all the way across. I'm gonna take the angled brow brush and the shimmery silvery taupe shade so that I can put some at my inner lower lash line and then the inner corner. This is the Gallany Second Skin powder. I'm gonna go ahead and see how this works on my face. I think it's actually a really sheer powder, but it's a little too dark for me. I don't know if you can see that it's darker than, my neck or my forehead. All right, let me take this off. I'll be right back. So while the powder felt really nice and silky, it was obviously too dark for my skin. I'm gonna put on hot makeup. This is their NP30 and go from there. This is a cruelty-free, gluten, vegan foundation stick. I'm gonna apply it with my Real Techniques stippling brush. Oh, for those of you who are interested, I have a post that I put up on my blog recently that's the beginner's guide to eyelash extensions. It talks all about the pros and cons of them. I had pictures taken of me getting my latest refill done because I got them refilled earlier this week, and I basically talk about why I like it and why I do it. I'm going to use the Amsterdam palette. This is a face and cheek trio, and the color here is Naturale. It's kind of like a nude blush type color. And oh, I'm using the Urban Decay diffusing brush. I'm using the Urban Decay diffusing blush brush. And if you've read my 10 life-changing beauty hacks, you'll know that if you put 2 fingers here, you can make sure that you don't go in too far with your brush, with your blush, and it will look fabulous. And I'm just going back with my foundation brush to sort of soften the edges. I'm gonna use the Sigma E47 to add a little bit of a highlight. And the highlight color that I'm adding is Notoriously Morbid Osteomancy. Oh, is it? No, actually it's Harlequin. Sorry, it's Harlequin. I grabbed the other one today, apparently. So I like to add highlight at the inner corner and then under the outer part of my brow, because I think that's the most flattering placement for hooded eyes. And now I'm going to highlight my cheeks. I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush. I feel like this brush just has the right shape to give me control of where I put my highlight. Okay, now for the lip color. This is Gossip, and it's supposed to be a chameleon nude that works with warm or cool looks. Let me zoom in so you can see the finished eye look. I promise I'm not going to try and make love to the camera. As you can see, the silvery taupe and the gray shades work really, really well on my hooded blue-green eyes. Here's the finished look on my face. I really had fun doing this all one brand tutorial featuring Gallany. Please be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Thanks so much for watching.